Hey Taurus, you guys are last but not least for today. Just for today, I have a couple more signs that I need to read for this Virgo new moon. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Taurus, sun, moon, and rising signs. Please check your moon and or rising placements for deeper resonance. I'm going to talk to my ancestors and my guardians and protectors regarding the forecast of this new moon in Virgo, the tools that it is granting you, and the tools that it is showing you you already have to build and create a life of success and prosperity, okay? Before we hit the new moon. The full moon in Pisces. We are almost done with summer, so I hope some of you guys, you're dealing with the winter season. And I hope that either way you are enjoying you've enjoyed your season thus far, but if you haven't and it's been a tough time, it is all about lessons. So I hope that you've learned your lessons throughout this season, especially with the retrogrades. Okay. All right, guys. Please check for any sidereal. I'm reading for both sidereal and Western astrological charts, so please check those parts of your chart out if you see fit. Let's go ahead and jump in, you guys. For Taurus, I'm reading for both sister signs or brother signs, whatever you want to call it. So I did read for Scorpio. I recommend that you do check Scorpio's reading out, because even though you may not have Scorpio in your chart, your sister sign or your brother sign always has some really good words, amazing and deep words of wisdom for you moving forward. Because you guys, yes, you guys are opposites, but opposites do attract, and that's why you guys are called brother or sister signs. Most people call them sister signs. All right, Taurus, sun, moon, and rising. Let's see what the ancestors are saying regarding the forecast for this Virgo new moon for you guys. This can be a good time for you, Taurus, actually, because this is the Virgo new moon is in the your fellow earth sign Virgo. You know, you guys are more, you know, about your environment, about how comfortable your environment is, how organized, or how, you know, how you want it to be set up, right? This can also be even in the environment that you work. You know, you guys could have some discrepancies, or maybe even have some thoughts or emotions surrounding that. Okay, so we have release. Okay, this is also very Scorpio-esque. It's the card of the North and the color white. Card number 17. 1 and 7 is 8. So I have a feeling that this has something regarding your finances, your career, financial abundance. This can have something to do with releasing a bad pattern of behavior when it comes to money, when it comes to spending, when it comes to pursuing a career, creating the life that you want financially. Needing to get rid of distractions. Taurus is so important. So if you are dealing with clutter, if you're spending too much money buying things, clutter in your home, in your car, or at your workspace is indicative of an unclear mind, a foggy mind, a cluttered mind. There can also be a number of wounds that have gone ignored in your heart space that need to be healed. You may have some emotional congestion here. So clutter. Creating space, clearing space. to create harmony. I love that. Wow, I look at the bottom of the deck. Card number 3. This is what the card looks like. So some of you guys listening to music is going to be very beneficial for you. Music can actually heal you during this time. Now, it's interesting that you got card number 3 because Taurus, the card number 3 in the tarot is the Empress. That is all about creation. And the Empress is a card that is labeled as Taurus energy. So some of you guys, when it comes to your fertility on an energetic level, you have the capacity to create amazing opportunities in your life, to create abundance, prosperity, peace, joy, happiness, what have you. Like, you have that capacity to do that with ease. You are ruled by Venus, right? So you have Venus, and then you have your sister sign or brother sign, Scorpio, and they're ruled by Pluto. Those are two different sides of, of a spectrum of energy. So you have standing across from you Scorpio, Pluto energy, death, and you're on the other side of that spectrum of life, right? And you have Pluto, Scorpio energy tugging at you saying, okay, I see that you want to create this new life for yourself. But first, I need, if you can, just give me the old stuff, right? So you have your brother or sister sign, your opposing sign, Scorpio, saying, Taurus, give me this. Let me transmute that, right? You have to give that up. I also get like, this is a strange thing to say, but if you're thinking about actually creating life, like having a baby, there is something that needs to be sacrificed in your life in order for that to happen. I mean, maybe that's not a strange thing to say, but there's someone or something that's got to go in order to create room for this soul to enter your portal of your womb. Okay. Now, if you are a male, maybe you're thinking about having a baby and getting someone like your wife, your girlfriend, your fiance, whatever. You're thinking about getting your significant other pregnant. Even if you're thinking about adopting, right? Giving a new life to a child that is already born. There's something within your soul's journey that needs to be let go of. Does that make sense? Interesting, Taurus. Very interesting. So yeah, let it go. Let it go during this Virgo season. Let it go. If you can let it go before the full moon, if you can let it go during the full moon, that'd be great. That'd be great for you, right? Wow, this music card wanted to come out again. So yeah, there may be a certain type of music that you can listen to of a certain frequency that will help you release this energy. Bottom of the deck, we have Beauty, which is a card of friendship. So maybe there is something that you need to release regarding relationships with your friends. Scorpio kind of got a similar, yep, there we go. Okay. That's what my ancestors want, because I wasn't sure. They gave it back to me. So something about friendship that needs to be released. I don't know what that is exactly. Could be really, maybe you have a disagreement with a friend, or there's someone that you love very much. And if this is not friend, it says friendship bundle. Could be someone that started out as a friend, but then they became a significant other. I don't know. Maybe this is like a family member that's like your best friend in so many ways. But whoever this is, this friendship dynamic, there is something that, again, there is some type of emotional congestion happening with this friend. Maybe there's a relationship with a significant other where it's best that you guys are friends. Maybe that's just what it was meant to be all along, and maybe some passions got in the way of that, and you guys tried to make it more than what it was, but it's just best that you guys are friends. And maybe that's something that you don't want to admit, or that you don't want to embrace for whatever reason, but it's going to be fine. You're going to be okay. You may have a favorite song, or you may be listening to the radio or listening to Spotify or Apple Music, and you may end up coming across a song that really speaks to your soul when it comes to your friendships, or when it comes to your relationships and any disharmony there, right? Some of you guys, maybe there is a friend or a person that you had a falling out with, or you guys just don't see eye to eye, and there is the need to let go of the ego. You know, maybe you need to let go and just be like, you know what, let's just agree to disagree. It's okay that you have a difference in opinion than me. I still care about you, right? Others of you, maybe you just need to let someone go and just let them think whatever they want about you. There's nothing that you can do to change their mind, even if you've already tried. There's nothing you can do about it, you know, and that's okay. That can be upsetting, because you guys, you know, Taurus, you guys are fixed. You guys are a fixed sign. You guys are kind of considered one of the most stubborn signs of the zodiac. Okay. I'm just saying you're considered. I'm not saying that you are, but you know, some people consider Taurus as, you know, being extremely, extremely, extremely stubborn. Not willing to be flexible in seeing things from a different point of view. You know, you're right, and that's all that matters, right? But if there's someone who just doesn't, they're like, you're not right, Taurus, you're not. I don't agree with what you have to say. I don't agree with your perspective. I don't agree with what you did. Well, Taurus, if you're in the wrong, you're just in the wrong. That's okay. Let it go. Just let it go. It's okay. You know, I'm also sometimes releasing something can just be you just apologizing. Can just be like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. And just move on, right? It doesn't hurt to be humble. It doesn't hurt to apologize. It hurts the ego, though. So when you feel that little like pinch, or that little like twist inside of in your chest, and you're just like, I'm not going to apologize. Like, well, that's your ego, because your ego is very, you know, our egos are fragile, right? We have the Knight of Wands. That's Sagittarius. So some of you Taurus, well, I mean, it doesn't have to be a Sagittarius. It can be any fire sign for that matter. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You have the Two of Pentacles. Like I said, there is something that needs to be released in order to make room for something. You have way too much going on in a relationship. You may have way too much going on in your life, and you are wanting things to get better, but the only way that it can get better is if you create room for better circumstances. The Knight of Fire, or the Knight of Wands, to me looks like an energy where there's a lot of brush, like a lot of dry plants, a lot of dry bushes, a lot of dry shrubbery, whatever. It's like a lot of brush, and you just need to set it on fire to clear it out. This is a situation where you just need to clear this entire situation of toxic energy instead of trying to snip at it and cut it. It's like a lot of work to get rid of all of this clutter, all of this congestion within your life. So now is the time to just purge it, just to burn it all and move on, right? And if you don't want to move on, you want to stay within, you know, at least it's clear, at least you're thinking clearly, at least you can see what's around you, right? So I just get the sense that there is the need to purge some type of energy out of your, like some clutter in your life, so that you can really see who is not trustworthy. So you can really see who has been hiding under this shrubbery for however long. You can see your enemies clearly, Taurus. Some of you guys, you just have a lot of distractions. You're not paying attention to your bank accounts. You're not paying attention to your health. You're just doing all of these things to distract you, but there may be some type of circumstance that has happened that has caused you, and it could be a relationship ending or something happening where something was exposed in a relationship. Maybe needing to put someone on hold really for a while in order to really see their true colors. In order to bring harmony into your life, you have to address the disharmony first. You can't just create harmony while toxic behavior is still present. Very interesting. Let's pull 2 more cards for you guys, Taurus. Yeah, you just have a lot of distraction. Yep, wow, you have the devil. It says ego. What was I saying? The ego is present here. Someone does not want to see the truth, or someone is not speaking the truth. Someone has a false sense of security. They're making it seem as if they have everything together when they don't. They just have this desperate need to make people believe that they are the bee's knees when they are just very unhealed. Some of you guys, this is you. Like, your ego is at the forefront. It needs to be seen. It needs to be heard. And you might have to be the one, Taurus. Some of you guys, Taurus, you guys may have to be the one to say, you know what, I was wrong. You know what, I need to change this. I'm also getting that some of you guys may be dealing in some addiction, some type of addictive behavior. Some of you guys are just living your life based on what you just see life based on material gain. There is no depth there. And this Virgo new moon is teaching you, hey, Taurus, there is so much more going on deep inside of you. It's time for you to, let's dig a little bit deeper. Let's dig a little bit into your heart. And that can be a surgery that you are not comfortable with, that the universe performs on you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there has been maybe some arguments. There have been some things that he said, she said type of thing for some of you, an argument, some disagreements. But it's like there's no truth. It's one thing to say, well, he said this, she said that, blah, 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 or they said this. Well, what's the truth, though? Like, somebody wants to get away with just, oh, I'm just going to move forward. Everything is good. Everything is great. But you have the 7 of Swords here. So it's all a lie. So either this is you, Taurus, or this is someone else, someone that you have been dealing with, or the frequencies or the energies that you have been dealing with in other people have been a lie. So if this is a relationship that you've been dealing with, it's a lie. You could be dealing with a fire sign. You can be dealing with an earth sign, specifically Capricorn. And you can be dealing with an Aquarius. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So it's like whatever's going on in these partnerships or relationships that you have in your life, Taurus, it's not real. It's just all for show. It's all just fun and games. It's not, there's no depth here. And you might decide that, you know, I don't want this relationship anymore. Like, this is not, you may have gotten into a relationship with someone because it was all, maybe it was no passion, but it was just a lot of sexual energy. Or you met somebody and you just saw like, oh, you know, we can just move in together and we can, you know, and it's just for the money when you probably thought it was going to be more than that. Interesting. Let's go ahead and clarify these cards, Taurus. Let's go ahead and see exactly what's going on. Let's see it. Let's see what the Knight of Wands, this fire energy, is speaking to you about. But there is something that is being burned away, something that is being purged, so that you can see clearly. But I also kind of see this as you doing this. For some of you, you guys are going to be pushed to do this, to clear some energies out of your life. And I also see this as you just simplifying your life, or simplifying how you see someone. So you may have a significant other or a family member or friend, someone that, you know, they look really good in front of you. Like they have a lot of good things to say. Maybe they talk a lot, or I don't know. It's like the way they present themselves. It's like, oh, that person's good. But when you really zero in on them and you just look at them just as a person, not as whatever label you've labeled them as, or they've labeled themselves as, you may end up finding out that that person is toxic, or that that person is not as happy as they seem. We have the Empress at the bottom of the deck here. There we go, that number 3. You see the number 3 there? So some of you guys, this is mother energy. This is feminine energy. Someone who gave birth to you, or this is the mother of your child. There's some toxicity there. There's some toxicity there. There may be some baby mama, baby daddy situations going on that need to be cleared out. Okay, but we have the Ace of Coins again, the Ace of Pentacles. You have the Ace of Pentacles here too. So with the Ace of Pentacles clarifying the Knight of Fire, when it comes to your health, when it comes to your finances, there are some things that you just need to, you probably need to purge your body. You need to completely, detox your body. Let's look at the Two of Earth. You need to detox your body here, Taurus. Some of you guys, again, there may be some addictions here. You may need to go get some help, or you're dealing with someone who needs to go get some help. Some of you guys rushed into a relationship that just wasn't anything more than just, it just turns out that that person is just there because they just need a place to stay, or because they just want money. You're not somebody that they actually love, or maybe it's somebody that you actually don't love. It's just a financial transaction. Okay. We have the Two of Pentacles being clarified by the Page of Swords. So yeah, there is some type of either a conversation that needs to be had, or let's clarify the Devil card here. There's either a conversation that needs to be had, or there is some spying going on, or you really need to observe this person. You need your words to match your actions, Taurus. Or if this is the other person, their words do not match their actions, and that is what you need to pay attention to. Your entire perspective of this person may change because you finally see the truth. And you're not going to be, you know, forced to wear rose-colored glasses with this person. You're not going to have like a veil put over your eyes. You need to see this person for who they are. You need to see things for what they are in your life, Taurus. Let's see. So somebody is obsessed with money. Yeah, there's somebody here. Some of you, Taurus, you guys feel stuck with somebody. You have the King of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the King of Coins. I don't know if this is your father. I don't know who this is, but whoever this is, there is an energy where you might be the king and both kings here. You are very observant. You are financially savvy as well. Others of you, Taurus, whether you're a feminine, you could still be coming up as the King of Swords, or you need to, if you're a female. But you have the Eight of Swords here, so some of you guys really have been stuck. You guys really just don't know how to, you're trying to figure out, how do I move past this? Do I go around it? Do I go through it? Do I hop over it? Do I dig under it? It's like, what do I do? And you've been trying so hard to come up with a plan financially, or just coming up with a plan in your mind. But with the Moon card here, this is you needing to see things in the dark. There are somebody who's hiding here. Let's look up the Seven of Air. You may have somebody who's a bit two-faced. That's why you have these two kings here. Like, they're one way when they want something from you, but then they're a different way when you don't have anything that they want. And it's like, what do I believe? Let's look at the Seven of Swords. You may have to completely revise and review a situation, a plan that you had with someone, because you may come to find out, Taurus, that this person is actually not somebody that you want to bring into your future. If it's a baby mama, baby daddy situation, or a husband or wife situation, you guys have children, you may start to realize, I really don't think this relationship is going to be worth my time in the future. Some of you guys may be going through a divorce. Or a breakup of some kind. Maybe you already have, or maybe you're thinking about it. You have the Three of Cups here. Yeah. So some of you guys, Taurus, you found out that someone was cheating. You found out that someone was going out for drinks. You may have somebody who drinks to try to hide the truth, but the truth ends up coming out either way. Yeah, this is gonna pretty much end. This is ending. So I just get, there's something that you are really not wanting to let. Was I saying this to you guys in your last reading? Why do I feel like I was saying this to you guys last moon reading? Like, some of you guys may find out that one of your friends, that's kind of tough. Some of you guys found out that there's something regarding a friend who got sexually involved with a romantic partner that you're with, or you find out that someone was double dipping. Yeah, this is a lot, Taurus. So you guys are dealing with a mess here. So if you're going through a divorce, or if you are going through a breakup, I'm getting maybe baby mama, baby daddy issues, custody. If you're the one that was cheating, I don't know. Like, this is a lot, y'all. But if you're going through some type of breakup, or there's a contract with someone, this could be financial too. Maybe this is financial. Maybe you find that someone is actually taking money from you. Maybe it's a business partnership. You're finding out that someone is actually not here to work with you financially on a project. They're just here to take money from you. You may find out that someone that hired you actually does not plan on paying you. Yeah, you guys are definitely feeling really sad about this. Taurus, that's a lot. But just remember, like, release. You got to release this. You have to let this divorce happened, whatever divorce. It doesn't have to be with marriage necessarily. It can be a divorce from a job, a divorce from a business partnership that you really thought was going to work out financially. In order to create harmony in your life, finally, stop falling for these traps, Taurus. Please stop. Like, there is someone, you and this, again, if this is a romantic partnership, like, this person wanted to be with you because they saw that you had your finances together. That's it. You may, some of you guys may decide to kick this person to the curb. Maybe this person came into your life and you were making money, but maybe you got sick or something happened where you have dreams, you have goals and aspirations. You have 𝘏𝘢𝘱𝘱𝘺, the card for, this says dreams. I am constantly manifesting my dreams into reality. So go after your dreams, Taurus. Some of you guys, your dreams are actually telling you something about somebody. Your dreams are actually telling you that you can't trust someone. Again, you may have somebody who it may be just as bad as them, like, stealing your credit cards and using the money for things that are not like your bills and paying your rent or your mortgage or whatever. Like, this is somebody who is not trustworthy. Like, this person will leave you high and dry with nothing. This is not someone that you can trust, Taurus. Okay, if you're wondering what, I think I went over the signs. Yeah, I said Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And you have a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. This person has destroyed any type of trust that you had in them. You have Malachite, says healing. I am a healing machine manifesting miracles. Yeah, go through the healing process, Taurus. Please let this go. Please, this person is not worth your time. I think this is a time for you to just change your entire perspective of this person. This person is kind of trash. This person is trash, okay? Okay, you have Amber, ancestors. My ancestors are guiding and loving me now and always. I am open to receive their support and wisdom. Yeah. Like I said, your dreams, your ancestors, for those of you who do ancestral work, or for those of you who have had dreams of passed on loved ones, they have some very important information to give you about this circumstance and about your life. Okay, Taurus? Bottom of the deck, you have serpentine or serpentine, and it says transformation. My life is transforming at the perfect time in the most perfect way. Let the transformation take place, you guys. This person, if you guys are holding on to them, and or maybe some of you guys just want them to hurt as much as you're hurting, don't worry. Their karma is going to come around to them. They're not going to get away with what they've done to you. That's not how the universe works, especially now that Saturn is in retrograde and it's in Aries. Nobody is going to get away with bad behavior. Not this year. It's a year number 9. It's all about endings. It's all about people getting exposed. Right? Do not think for a second that your ancestors are going to leave you with nothing. But if you continue to deal with this person, if you continue to entertain this toxic person, there's only so much your ancestors can really do. You need to follow your ancestors. You need to follow your dreams. You need to follow your spirit that is telling you, let this person go. And some of you guys, Taurus, you guys want to take from this person as much as they've taken from you. I would say, let them be. They will get their karma. The truth will prevail. Trust me on that. But you need to make sure you're doing the work to create harmony in your life, to make sure that you're releasing this person, no matter how much you have to cry through it, no matter how much you have to come back to this video and watch it, whatever it is that you need to do, Taurus, let this energy go. Let it go. Okay? Much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, guys.